What do you think of when you hear the word Nintendo? Maybe innocent fun? Whimsical or jovial experiences? Or perhaps simply colorful characters? Of course, we all know the Nintendo Company, a family-friendly game hardware and software manufacturer that focuses on content that is accessible and fun. You can bet that if there is even a slight amount of gore or horror, Nintendo usually won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But every once in a while, even Nintendo forgets that it's Nintendo, and in 2001, we'd see a darker side of the Big N.
Hello?
There are few games that are genuinely as mind-boggling as there is Luigi's Mansion. A seemingly random game that came out of nowhere. A game that can quite frankly be pretty terrifying at times. And a game that, despite its shortcomings and early public reception, ended up becoming a fan favorite. Luigi's Mansion was a launch title for the Nintendo GameCube in 2001. It was an action-adventure game which, as you might have figured, featured Luigi hunting down ghouls and ghosts in a dilapidated old mansion. What made this game so fascinating was its unusual departure from the Nintendo norm. Ominous and creepy music, unsettling and eerie levels, a dark art style, weird characters, and even jump scares. The plot was relatively simple. Luigi had won a mysterious mansion in a contest he didn't even enter. He and his brother Mario agree to meet by the gates later that evening. Once there, Luigi discovers that there's something seriously wrong with this mansion, and that his brother is nowhere to be found. Upon entering the mansion, he meets a kind old man by the name of Professor E-Gat. The professor explains that the mansion is a work of the supernatural, and that it appeared randomly on its own. He also describes a red-hatted man who entered the mansion but has yet to return. After learning of the identity of the hatted man, the professor enlists Luigi to help clear the House of Ghosts and ultimately find Mario. As you play, you'll be going room to room solving puzzles and vacuuming up ghosts with your Poltergust 3000. There are many different types of ghosts, some trickier to catch than others. Collected ghosts are turned into paintings via Professor Egad's special equipment off-site. While searching for Mario, Luigi can stumble upon money in the form of jewelry, coins, pearls, cash, and gold bars. Collecting a large amount of money has an effect on the ending. The mansion is large, with multiple floors and dozens of rooms on each. Traps are hidden around and require the player to be cautious. Every once in a while, you'll square off against a boss, which will require careful planning and alternating strategies. One of the game's biggest flaws was its overall length. It'll take you roughly 6 or so hours to complete, certainly short for a AAA experience. Even in 2001. Its linear progression also limited its replayability. Luigi's Mansion did well when it released, being one of the first GameCube games to get a re-release under the Player's Choice label. Oddly, Nintendo would let the IP sit for many years before issuing a sequel. In 2013, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon would release for the 3DS. While retaining the themes and gameplay of the original, Dark Moon would alter the formula just enough to split fans down the middle, some lamenting the changes, while others praised it. Many also thought it odd that a console game's sequel would get downgraded to the 3DS. A first-person port of Dark Moon would be released in Japanese arcades in 2015 under the name Luigi's Mansion Arcade. In October of 2018, a remake of the original game would also make its way to the 3DS. And finally, during a Nintendo Direct presentation in 2018, Nintendo confirmed work had begun on a full-fledged Nintendo Switch console sequel, tentatively titled Luigi's Mansion 3. Luigi's Mansion is a special game that's only just now getting the widespread praise and recognition it deserves from both Nintendo and the public. While not perfect, it was a fun, albeit different experience from Nintendo, one that no one saw coming. If you haven't tried it, I'd highly recommend a playthrough, especially with Halloween coming up. So guys, have any of you ever played any of the games? Do you have any fond memories? Drop your experiences in the comment section. Thanks for watching.